screen share it within this Discord channel, or do I have to open?
Yeah, I'll screen share it with
Twitch
you
and
so
have
you
it
can
muted.
see, or else you'll
Okay.
see everything on a delay, which will make it very hard to cast.
Okay, good. That's good.
So you will get to see behind the curtain.
Right on. I did cast a series once last year.
I do seem to remember that. I remember you co-cast it with somebody, or maybe did you cast it yourself?
I solo cast it, and then I had a work call like 30 minutes into the first game. So then I just dropped stream.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And then my phone started coming off, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Yes, I remember that. I had to come in and rescue the stream. I remember.
Yep. Anyway, that's why I was like, I'm gonna co-cast to get my feet wet again, and then I'll try my hand at it. I'm not being paid to work.
Gotcha. Well, we are live now, so try not to say any more slurs.
All right. I'll keep them all to myself.
Right, thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
You don't want to get banned by Riot, you know.
Hey, they've got the finger on the pulse of what's going on here, and if they hear one naughty word, it'll be all over.
Let's see. Now, do they know to invite me? Yes, they do. Okay. So they will let me know. Whether or not the stream will start on time, who can say? It tends to be left up to chance. Let's see. So,
if they are late for whatever reason, there is also the other series going on too that you can drop in, spectate, and then pull out of to catch the start of the actual game to watch.
I think what'll probably happen is that other series will get watch partied by somebody later. So we were just kind of in a hurry to do it before because the patch was that night. So we had to get it done because once the patch goes through, the replays are gone. So I get to ban a bot in the chat. It's been a while since I've gotten to do that.
Oh wow. We've got motion if we've got bots coming in here.
Hell yeah, I've got up to 11 viewers already.
Hopefully have an exciting series on our hands when a team of mostly rookies takes on a team of seasoned veterans.
Yeah, let's see if we can look at while we're waiting, we'll just go ahead and look at the team rosters here. Got to fill the time somehow.
Right.
So Team IQ. Yeah, these are all long-time players in Beer League. Captain Rihi, obviously. And then Eric 29 and Stone G, the long-time CR players and champions with 2 more. And then Blue Metal's going to be playing mid lane, I believe, and then Mr. Hernandez teaches filling in the support role for them. He's also another CR member, so this is basically CR and IQ merged together, which is not the first time that CR has merged with another team, so they appear to like doing that. That's their strategy. And then Team Reflex. Yeah, all of these players are new. I don't know any of them. I did try to recruit GNM9 for a little bit, but we ended up going with No New Business instead. So I'm glad to see that he got picked up by somebody. And yeah, this should be a really good team here. I actually don't know. I don't know who is what roles here. It doesn't say. I guess we'll find out once we get into game. But if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess Rich Curl Cat is the mid laner because that's a Katarina thing. And I'm pretty sure GNM9 is a jungler, because that's what I was recruiting him for. I don't know, but the others, I don't know.
According to the multi-view on OPGG, at least by what they're playing in solo queue, it would seem that this season, Akori is playing, even though they were a mid lane player, that a lot of their most played champions recently are all top laners. So it sounds like they're going to role swap Akori, who is a top lane main, to mid, and then Rich Girl Cat will go from what he was playing, which was a lot of top lane, to mid. But so we could be wrong.
So maybe Blissful, Jinjo, and Caffeine Abuse will be the bot lane. That's a very expensive bot lane if that's the case. Let's see if they can live up to the billing.
A D4 and D2 bot lane?
Yeah. I know that the most expensive players can sometimes struggle in Beer League because you kind of feel that that pressure, you know.
The why can't I carry? This isn't solo queue. This team is actually responding to me.
Well, that you feel more responsible, right? You know, it's easier to just write it off in the solo queue, but yeah, I have been invited to the lobby now, so, and you don't have to worry about any of that. You will see what I'm seeing. So, let me see if they posted a draft link yet. Yes, they. Oh, hold it. Yes, they have. Excellent. All right. We will go to. All right, we're ready for draft for game 1. I'll let them know. Everyone seems to have switched to this site now, which is good because it actually works. It's very helpful.
It does tend to work. I've never had it fail me yet, so.
Yes. Oh, I haven't. I need to change the team tags here real quick. There we go. Hold on. Gotta find what I'm looking for. Let's see. And it is Reflex Blue. Okay. There we go. All right, and they are on. It seems that Rich Girl Cat might play Katarina because they banned it right away.
They're worried about the OTP, getting the OTP champ.
Smart.
Or the account with the
Especially
champion
a champ
namesake.
like Katarina, too. Like, there are certain champ mains that you're a lot more scared of than others, you know? Like Katarina and Riven and just Rengar, just those kind of champions, you know, that go crazy. So, whereas Morgana main, who plays that shitty champ, right?
Seems like both champions are, or both teams are kind of attacking mid lane champion pools here.
Sure looks like it.
Got double mid lane ban from blue side, and then we have Lux, technically a flex pick, but most people at Beer League would play at support, but Katarina, another mid lane ban.
Yep. Kind of interesting that they banned Zaheen. You'd think they would just first pick it, but maybe they don't.
Malphite ban on first rotation is
interesting. Yeah, maybe he has an AD top in mind, and he just doesn't want that on the table. It's gonna be the Corki first pick for Team Reflex. That's interesting. That is not an ADC you see very often in Beer League, especially not high priority. Usually,
well, you just thought it was gonna be Jinx B1? Come on.
Jinx or Sivir usually.
Oh, here we go.
Or Caitlyn.
It got
yeah. So
it's been snatched.
Is Caress the one playing for them today? Not Hernandez teaches? I think it's no, it's Stone G isn't playing. I see. Got it. I think he's, now that I mentioned, I think he's the backup, right? Stone, are you the backup there, or do you just you just there to leech off their success? Just a sub? Yeah, okay.
All right. Fair enough, man.
And Jinx Milio, always a good set of champs to pick together, I think. I mean, Milio in general, I'm never mad to have a Milio on my team, so a champion's just very useful. Very strong early bot lane, though, for Reflex. Corki Nami, that's a scary lane to 2v2.
It does definitely seem like priority early will be going to our blue side Reflex bot lane here.
For sure.
Also, we gotta give Stone G a shout out here. He's a sub and he's in Twitch chat repping the boys in the series. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Wow, early Mundo pick for Team Reflex. I mean, I guess it is a flex pick. You could take it top or jungle or even mid if you really feel like it. I know that has happened in Beer League a few times.
I feel like if we're picking Mundo on blue side, we maybe don't care about Malphite ban.
It's not gonna. I can almost guarantee it's not gonna be top lane Mundo.
Yeah,
unless they get a matchup they really like. So.
Okay, Sensao. We have an opportunity for even more mid lane bans to come through here.
Hell
for
yeah.
both sides. See how deep these people
Corki was a mid
champion
laner.
pools are.
That package, the package was fun. That was a good time. It was super busted, but it was fun.
Bring back old Corky. True.
Bring back new old Corky or old new Corky.
The Corky before it just became AP rocket launching at people.
So the original Corky.
The OG Corky.
I mean, that's basically this Corky with a different passive. Actually, don't even remember what the OG Corky's passive was.
I can't remember that far back either.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Hey,
Wait a minute. Is this a triple cast?
Did someone sneak into our Discord?
oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed in here right now?
I mean, you can be if you want. It's just we're casting the
Okay.
game
We are-
right now.
We are casting a series, but
Do I need to be quiet? I can be quiet.
No, I mean, you're welcome to hang out. It's just try not to say too many slurs, you know? So,
Oh,
it's a really high bar for entry here.
okay. I'm sorry. I was just gonna like watch what you guys were streaming. I don't. If I'm interrupting, I'll leave. I didn't
yeah,
know.
you could probably just tune into the beer league stream itself and hang out in Twitch chat. That's probably the better way to do it.
Oh,
So-
okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's all good. Yeah, look in the main league chat channel. I posted the link to the channel there. So there you go.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Bye.
See ya. There was an imposter among us.
It's all good.
Dead
I remember
joke from
I remember one time I had a guy show up and he's like, I'd never seen him before, and he seemed like very lost on where he was. It was just like we ended up having to like just kick him out of the thing because he wouldn't leave, and it was like, okay.
Mm.
But yeah,
Someone in
more than
Twitch chat's asking for Kalshi for the game. We're like,
I don't
Let's
even know
go.
what Kalshi is.
Tricious. He's looking for live bets on IQ versus Reflex.
Oh God! Oh, it's a betting thing. Okay.
It's- Trying to gamble. Beer league gambling one. Let's go.
Okay, maybe it is a Mundo top then. Although I guess you could really slide these around. You could go Mundo top, Yasuo mid, and Diana jungle, or you could go Diana mid, Yasuo top, and Mundo jungle. Those are you could go either. So
Potential for that.
we'll see.
But I
if
will
they-
say, if all those champions, Diana might be the best, or Yasuo might be the best matchup into the Orianna for mid laners. So
probably yeah.
don't know if we're gonna get any triple flex shenanigans going on, but we'll see.
Whoa, Fiora last pick for IQ. That is not a champion you
Uh-oh.
see in beer league basically ever.
All right, all eyes on top lane.
Yeah. So
My specialty. Let's go.
does try to counterpick the Mundo. It's really not, as a longtime Mundo player myself, it's not really a counterpick until later. During
Mhm.
lane, it's totally fine, but late game, when you're taking 2,000 true damage per vital, then it's not so great.
It is hard to out split push the Fiora also when you're on Mundo. So while you get to late game, which is nice, you're not nearly as impactful there as you should be.
True.
Um,
True.
be a lot of Mundo cleaver throwing into Fiora dashing away from them.
Okay, interesting.
Maybe Fiora will make this a little more interesting and go ignite and try and play aggro in this early game.
I'm looking at the lobby. They actually have Rich Girl Cat going top lane, and Katori, and Corey going mid. So maybe they're lane swapping.
We were speculating about that, so nice to see.
Yes.
I was wrong.
I won't bring up the whole the whole lane swap thing again, but you know, the potential is there. I'm just saying. Were you there for that whole rant in the first cast, or whatever it was?
Wait, for which series?
It was the I think it was the very first one. It was the first stream.
Okay, I think the first stream so far is the only one I've actually missed. So
Okay, yeah.
That's tough.
So is that the one that that's the one that went to 3 games. Yeah, it was the first one, and it went super long. It went like 3.5 hours. And third game wasn't very competitive. So they had a Jax top lane. They blind picked, and then they got counterpicked by Alawi. And that went incredibly poorly for the Jax.
yeah,
Which led to me starting talking about like the potential of lane swaps, and the problem of how because you have to in custom games you have to declare your role before the game starts
Mm-hmm.
or before the lobby starts. It like normally in a lane swap you don't know where they're going until they get into the game, right?
Yes,
But
in some you do know exactly where, even
yeah,
before
yeah,
loading screen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now you could still switch champions between players. That would do it, but if you have the players switch lanes and play their own champion, it'll be given away immediately. And is the other team allowed to respond to you lane swapping? And are you then allowed to respond back and ad infinitum? So,
right, you get lane swapception.
Yep. So
now it's not so punitive that you can never get out of the lane. Like there is a point at which, if you get your quest completed in a somewhat humane time, you can eventually move it around. But
yeah,
you're better off just getting help the old-fashioned way, calling your support for level 3 roam,
there you
begging
go.
your lane. You know, that's the tried and true methods to get out of a bad lane state.
And it looks like they're gonna play. Interesting. They're going to have a Corey play Yasuo and Rich Girl Crap play Mundo top. That is not what I expected, but okay. Interesting. All right. Well, while we are waiting for that, we will do the Lodal for the day. So, if you already did it, people in chat, keep your mouth shut.
Both casters haven't done it, so there's no spoilers here.
Yeah, I have not done it. So, yesterday's champion was a Kali. Well, damn, I would have figured that one out, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and let's start with Fiora because she's in this game. A human top laner with mana that's melee, and they're released early. That's actually not that many champions. Because it's got to be like Jax or something. There's not that many mana top laners that are melee.
Darius pre-2012?
Maybe?
I know Darius is early, I just don't know how early.
Let's try. Nope, same as 12, so there you go. So you had the right, you were on the right track. I'm assuming it's Jax. I'm just gonna guess Jax and see if we're right.
Yeah.
No, it's not Jax. Interesting. What other melee male top laners are
2009.
there? From early league. I'm trying to think.
No, I was gonna say silly.
And it's
I got everything but human, right?
And yeah, it's a top laner only. It's not a dual role, just top. Is it Gangplank? He is technically melee.
Is Gangplank 2009?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no, he was. It's the reworks. That's why it never even occurred.
Yep. I know someone suggested Kale, but actually, if you guess Kale, it shows as melee / range on the thing. It's the only champion in the game that has that. So there you go. If you ever see that, now you know. A champ that's neither melee nor range. It's Kale. So burn. I'm gonna assume this is Brand. There you go.
Wow, the burn champion was Brand. No way. That would be Fiora as well.
That is Riposte. I've died to that spell many times. Let's see. I actually do pretty well against Riposte in games now, but let's see.
I'm just gonna go and say Hecarim here.
Hecarim. Fox. I mean, how many mounted champs do we have? It's not
Fox.
Like angry. So we have a minute. Sejuani? Oh, I know. There we go.
Oh, wow. Wow. I was offering so many helpful suggestions there. I don't know how you could have done it without me.
Oh, for sure.
I
recognize. I think I know what the skin is, but I can't. Like I feel like I have a memory of it. But
that is a Yasuo skin that's newer.
Is it a Yasuo skin? Nope, not quite.
No.
Oh,
I said
is that a
he's
Kane
holding
skin?
weapon.
He's got like the...
That could be.
Yeah, there you go. He's got like the lance thingy. Or what is it? The scythe? Yeah, the scythe. But anyway, while we're waiting in the game, what did you think of these team comps? Oh, whoops. Whoa! No.
We're going everywhere. I definitely prefer Reflex's early game, I would say. We've definitely got some playmaking potential on their team, although it would be slightly difficult for the Yasuo to land a combo into a ulted Xin Zhao. I think the later this game goes, especially with the Fiora power scaling, you get a late game Jinx. I think IQ takes it late if it makes it... If it's a close game at 18 minutes, I'd say IQ's got her in the bag, but you have to actually play the game in order to find out. So,
Indeed. And of course, we got a pause classic.
that's good.
I think that's actually the first pause I've had during a stream this season, so I'm proud of the Beer League. We've been cutting down on our pausage.
At least we are able to get out of the Nexus without a pause that's
Yes.
any length of time.
And yeah, it usually freezes like this for a little bit whenever there's a pause at the beginning, so... It usually unfreezes, so hopefully that is the case here.
We can help. I'd like to pretend there was an invade. Oh, I can't even pretend anymore.
Honestly, I love that the quicker game start killing invades, because I've always hated games being coinflip level 1 on invades.
It is pretty miserable.
So it's just, I'm
I
not
will
a
say,
fan.
on the off chance you do die, it's way more punishing.
Yep.
Because an entire wave has died and you're sitting gray screen in base.
Yep.
It does feel bad.
Alright, let's check some... Oh, hold on. I have the music still playing. That's not right either. Here it is. Okay. So chill, I forget about it sometimes. So in terms of runes, everything here looks pretty standard. I've heard Ori mains, like I was watching a video recently of some like really high yield Ori player. He says he thinks phase rush on Ori is really bad. Now, I don't know that he's talking from like a high challenger perspective, right? So who knows if it's bad for the average person or if he's even right at all, but apparently he really doesn't like it. So
Vincent lost a lot of HP to try and hold that wave at his turret there. Something maybe to keep an eye on.
you know, he does have TP, whereas Yasuo does not. Yasuo went opting for the exhaust this time. I think that's probably smart. If you get dove by Fiora or Xin Zhao, you want to exhaust them so you have a chance to fight back.
Late game that Jinx more often than not, I would assume as well.
Yep. And then the ignite on the Fiora against the Mundo. So
At least I was right about the ignite for Fiora. Maybe we get a small chance there's a kill at level 6. Otherwise, it should just be happy farm hours, Mundo chucking Qs at waves to avoid getting vital procs on him.
No, I enjoy playing Mundo because it's very chill. There's like no expectations you'll ever like win lane, so you just kind of vibe for like the first 10 minutes. And there's like, and if the game's just lost by then, it's like, oh well, that sucks. Queue it up again, you know.
I like champions that as long as nothing bad happens, you're doing good, and that's
Exactly.
kind of what it feels like to play Mundo. Just don't lose the game for your team, and then you're fine.
Pretty much.
Low stakes for a Game 1 beer league. Keep everyone with all the potential nerves of playing a streamed first official match down.
Yeah. And for the most part, beer league players during beer league games tend to do a pretty good job of not running it down straight up in their lanes. You know, people will play disadvantaged matchups smartly enough to not just die repeatedly. You know, you don't.
Yeah.
It's not like in solo queue, you know, where there's like at least one person every game that's gonna be like 0-5 by 10 minutes. You know, that just doesn't happen in beer league. So
Yeah. Fiora also interestingly went for a cheater recall to get a cull, so that's a acknowledgement that there's going to be not much happening up here
makes sense
for buying a cull off a 3-minute cheater recall.
Yeah, the cheater recall is actually a lot better this season because you get back to lane so fast.
Yes. It just makes it all the more obvious that you should probably not be running teleport in this season.
Yeah, I think on some laners you still should, like Mundo you still should, because being able to reset and teleport more often and split push and stuff, but
Yes.
in general, unless your champion is good at making teleport plays, I wouldn't take TP.
Unless you're very, like, trying to min-max the, I have a lot of max HP, so I need this shield. Like, you're playing Cho'Gath, TP into a pivotal Drake or Baron fight with a massive shield. That makes sense as well.
True. That is true.
Otherwise, you've got a pretty decent CS lead building on top lane for Team IQ and then mid lane for Team Reflex.
Yeah, Yasuo kind of dominating lane early, which is a little unexpected, I think. Orianna is known to be a tough matchup for Yasuo, but he seems to handle it just fine.
Yeah.
You know, though, you facing a Yasuo is always, like, if you're not, like, used to it, it's just an intimidating lane opponent, you know? He's always just dashing around and does a lot of... Yeah, and he just does a lot of damage. He's always dashing around, and a lot of people are there. They just play safe, you know? They just concede the lane, basically, and play safe.
For sure. Sometimes playing Yasuo is just, you gotta try and not mind control yourself into dying several times.
That is,
and that's all it takes to be good at the character.
That is also accurate, yeah. You pretty much get your farm and try not to run it down too much.
Yep. Just because you can push super fast doesn't mean you always have to. Fiora's taking a trade here in the...
Yeah, she's got the level 6 ahead of time. And you're a top laner, right?
There is potential for a all-in here under the turret if she wants to go 1-for-1, try and kill Mundo and then die to the turret and take the wave.
She does have Ignite. Both junglers here in the bot lane, but Nami's in a pretty bad spot. Diana revealing herself really early. I would have waited. I feel like they would, if they had waited until they were like right here, I feel like they could have probably gotten multiple kills, but he jumps out right away.
Yeah, they are looking to set up the tower dive here still.
Yasuo here as well. No ally knockup's going to be coming, unfortunately, because Diana level 5 and Nami no mana. So, and yeah, this is not as good of a situation for Reflex as they probably think, because Nami has no mana, so she doesn't do anything, and Corki barely has any mana and no health, so he doesn't really do anything either. So this, oh god, this is gonna go. Has potential to go so badly. Okay, and they're gonna land the Yasuo ulti on, and then he's gonna be able to get the Milio as well. So they actually kind of salvage the play and go for 2-for-2 on that.
That was looking like a disaster at first, with GNM9 going in a little bit early there, but they pull it off. The HP bars on all of IQ's players there were low enough where they could still pull off a dive and turn a 0-for-1 into a 2-for-2.
Yep.
Cool. Getting flash on the support as well. That early Nami Corki pressure is paying dividends so far.
Definitely. And Mundo handling himself just fine up in the top lane, which, I mean, I kind of talked about that. This matchup's honestly not bad until later. Early on, it's really not that big a deal. The Ignite does make it a bit harder, obviously.
I almost wouldn't have minded to see the Fiora not take Conqueror and to go Grasp. You're really...
Yeah.
The Conqueror stacked, you're already doing so much true damage that you don't need it, but it would make... The Grasp would make the early lane, where you're just taking these very short trades and there's no threat of an all-in, for the most part, a little more rewarding, because you're getting the max HP out of it.
Yeah, I would prefer the Ghost on Fiora as well, I think. You just get, like, especially against, like, a tank that's going to try to cut you out, like Mundo. I think it's just the...
Oh, he's getting good Vital luck here.
Oh, no! The last second Q snipe takes him out. So, it was well played by both of them, to be honest. Like, I thought Fiora successfully fought him off, but then the fadeaway cleaver secured the kill. So...
Even through the Ignite heal reduction, Mundo was still just able to get enough back where...
Yep.
Enough time.
He's good. That's very favorable in the end, though, for IQ.
Yes.
Look at all this farm and EXP that Mundo's missing right now, so that's worth it.
2 minion waves and a cannon, XP loss.
Yeah.
The Xin Zhao is now looking very strong. 2 1-1 full item compared to Diana components.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Since a much better duelist than Diana early on as well, so it'll probably be quite a while before they can tango. And Diana is way too deep and is gonna go down. So yeah, you got to be careful with these beer league invades. People ward a lot in beer league. You'll probably be seen if you don't sweep it yourself. So. Now, does Rich Girl Cat know the triple Giant Spell Warmog's tech? Right, because like I'm not know if you're familiar, but basically
how to achieve your 2,000 bonus HP.
Yeah, it's basically the most efficient way to get to 2,000 bonus HP you need to turn on Warmogs, is that you buy 3 Giant Spells and then do Warmogs, and that'll combined with your runes, that'll give you just enough to turn on Warmogs. So there's no point in rushing the full Warmogs early, because without the passive, it's just a bunch of HP. It doesn't do anything. So
doesn't seem like he was going for that.
Yeah.
On account of he bought boots, didn't take the free boots rune, and has the rejuvenation feat in inventory.
Oh, yes, cashback. Okay, interesting. Yeah, usually they just go free boots on Mundo, but cashback's probably pretty good too. But sometimes it is nice to have those early boots on Mundo. There's some matchups where you just have to. So, pretty close game here. Only about a 500 gold difference so far.
Diana's not going to try and contest this Sinzao on the grubs here.
Yeah, Diana just has to steer clear.
Might be strong right now.
Yeah, just has to steer clear of Xin probably for the foreseeable future. Because you can't out-duel Sundered Sky Xin. It's just not going to happen. So... And Mundo could probably look to pressure here.
I've been impressed with how Mundo's been farming as well. He lost 2 minion waves off of that gank by the Xin, and he's still
hanging in there. Yeah.
Of even CS.
Yeah.
Bot lane has all summoners up, and here comes Diana.
Xin is right there. They are going to see him though, so they should just back off. And Nami getting a little too excited trying to go for this kill. And, oh, the minion block.
Death Rocket comes out. Jinx doesn't have flash, and if Corki keeps chasing, we might be able to get him. In the end, it's just blown summoners on ADCs, and no one dies. They all live happily ever after.
Ooh, nice little ambush there by Corki. Almost got her. I think his rocket got blocked by a minion, or that probably would have been a kill.
Well, they're not expecting the Xin to have stayed.
Ooh, and now it's gonna be a 4-man coming in. Oriana's here as well. Corki's just selling out for the kill, and he's not. He's not gonna get it. And both gonna go down. Nice play by IQ there, just collapsing on them being overextended for way too long.
Yeah, great TP by Oriana.
Still no Bramble on Mundo. I think it's probably not worth it to delay your Warmogs just to get Bramble. Now afterwards, immediately getting Bramble, yes. And yes, we do see that Cat does indeed go for the straight Warmog, so she is not familiar with the tech. So she will have to wait for another 900 gold until she gets her Warmogs online. But, I mean, she's doing a great job regardless, so the build might be wrong, but the laning is right. So that's what's more important.
Is better if you're actually trying to kill the Fiora as a champion. I don't know if Mundo's really going for trying to actually kill Fiora in lane. So I think Mundo's doing the right thing by rushing the Warmog's bonus passive before buying the armor.
Yep.
Even if we prefer the triple giant spell min-max. Yasuo going for an all-in. Both ults traded, and everyone's still alive. Yasuo going for a Bork first item this game, it would seem.
Well, I thought, but then he bought a BF sword, so I...
What is go? I thought I knew, and then... then the BF sword.
I don't know what this build is.
Absolute cook.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what he ends up building. I'm assuming he's still going to build Bork and that he just had 1,300 in the bank and used that
Oh
to
boy,
buy.
great flash here, but I don't think it's going to matter. And down goes Diana.
And Diana having a really rough beer league debut here. And then meanwhile, Bot trying to rotate to help their team, but they should not have because they're going to go down, or at least one of them is. Now you can't just walk. You can't walk past that Corki with Essence Reaver. He just does way too much damage.
Every time you think one of them's going to pull away, something else happens where somebody else gets a kill. You look one direction, Diana's dying. The other direction, Corki Nami are all in, pushing an advantage.
And they go for the dive on the Jinx. They are able to get her. So bot lane going really, really well, barring that that 4-man. And Zinzao's here, but Diana's here as well. And does she have ulti? No. Are they gonna be able to finish off Zinzao here? Yes, they are.
Well, getting that is so huge for Team Reflex.
Yeah, more gold to the Corki.
All hail King Corki this game.
Oh yeah. What is Yasuo cooking? We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out what Yasuo is cooking. So, I have
It could be
I
a
have the
thirster,
stream
it could be a edge, it could be anything.
Yeah, no, I have the stream open on my phone, so I can see Twitch chat. So that's how I'm able to respond to the lovely viewers and their wonderful comments. Normally Eric would be in the chat trolling me, but he's kind of busy playing in this game, so. Interesting. Kat is just not interested in activating this Warmock's passive. She's not buying more HP, she's buying armor.
We're looking to...
Can he finish off the Mundo? No!
there.
Barely able to survive. That's
Honestly,
tough.
if I'm Fiora, just opening that report menu and
Yeah.
looking at my Zinzap and pressing
Right.
the red exclamation mark.
Oh, but the Jinx rocket missed to snipe Mundo before he can crash into the tower. He sold his recurve bow and Vamp Scepter to buy Stormrazor. Okay. Maybe he started to build Bork, and then they were like, no, bro, don't build Bork. So he changed it to Stormrazor.
What if you used 100% of the brain?
I can only assume that's what happened, is that he started building Bork, and then his team's like, don't build Bork, that's terrible, and then he changed and he switched over to Stormrazor. That's the only way that makes sense. So I don't think Stormrazor Yasuo is good either, but it's I don't know what to make of that.
Yasuo also still has 7 deaths to go until the true power spike. He doesn't need item. He needs 7 more deaths.
Yep.
Get multiple TPs in the mid lane.
As long as they keep this Corki clean, they should win the fight. Wow, they actually burst the Diana down. The Zinzao very big. I mean, he's probably stronger than Corki, to be honest, especially if he keeps getting shields and stuff put on him. But he went a little too far.
He's doing so much damage.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for them to break the Mundo. He's got a lot of HP regen. It's hard to get past him without losing all your HP to Corki. They're still pressing. Yasuo's looking to flank from behind here. They might keep going.
Maybe combine it with like a Nami level, maybe?
Orion ult is now down. Corki damage is just crazy, and down goes Jinx.
And that will be first mid tower.
The mid turret too. Alright.
Good emoting there by Rich Girl Cat. Good job.
They look to be slipping from him, and they're right back in the driver's seat again.
Yep. Still a very close game. Only about a 1k gold lead. Dragons are even, so we could be here for a while. Although I tend to find that this season is that you like lose one team fight past 25 minutes and the game just ends, no matter how close it was beforehand. Like I don't know if the death timers are just really long or if people push really fast, but you get ace one time past 25 minutes and you're probably losing. So.
Yep. The amount of damage teams can do too, and still keep tempo after you get you can reset really fast after a big team fight win. Hit the side lanes right away.
Yep.
It does make it.
Mundo does have his Warbogs as well as and I think Yasuo is going to get things out here. Yep.
Yasuo surely does not beat a 2 items in now, and no, he doesn't.
But yeah, Mundo has the.
No, I say Fort, you
the-
might win that. Just kidding.
Nope. It would have been
I think
closer,
that would
maybe,
never
but
come.
I don't think so.
Still waiting on Drake number 3 to spawn as well.
In the bot lane for Reflex, kind of looking for a cheese opportunity here.
They
They are going to get spotted out. Nice ward by Milio. Oh, get that over the wall, over the long section of the wall.
Yeah. Package right into the chompers.
I will say if both these teams really have one big weakness is that they don't really have anyone that can like immediately control space while being tanky. You know, maybe they don't have like a Maokai or an Ornn or someone that could just like hold their ground and keep the enemy from going through them. You know, neither team really has a champ like that. So
Mundo does not fit that bill for sure, and Fiora definitely not. Sinjao might be the closest thing to that in this game, and we're going to see Reflex pick up Drake number 3 this game. Second for them. Uncontested.
that is one really nice part about beer league games is that you see a lot less really dumb objective contests compared to solo queue games. You know, solo queue, your team will try to contest Dragon 3v5, and it's like, guys. But no one wants to be that guy.
Yep. Contest objectives that are hopeless.
Mm-hmm. It never goes away either, by the way. No matter how high you get, people still fucking do it. It's maybe a little less, but
if the other team is on Drake's Soul and
your
solo queue teammates are alive, doesn't matter how hopeless that thing looks. You're getting a fight to the death into a game loss, no matter what.
That or we got to defend the inhib 4v5 when they have Baron. You know.
That's also a solo queue classic.
Mm-hmm.
With how even this game is, no team should be looking to try and start a Baron off right away too, so it might be another 4 minutes until we get our next team fight opportunity at the Dragon.
Ooh, nice tornado. Opts not to take the ulti though. Afraid of someone in the bushes.
Yeah, they don't have vision of Xin at the moment, so he could have been anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm not even sure he wins that 1v1, to be honest. He is pretty far behind at this point. You know, 2 levels, half an item, maybe a little more. Oh, and Eric 29 is going to get caught out here, but he activates his I live button, and that's going to be enough to buy time. But now he's going to end up going down. Flash.
Wait. Ow.
Yep. And Fiora's here going to find Diana, and she...
Yes.
Ooh, nice bubble, but it's not going to be quite enough.
Corki may yet be able to turn this. He is a full item up on Jinx right now, and he is nuclear.
Nice, very nice flash by Blissful Jinjo there to flash through the Milio Q. Not a lot really came of it, but mechanically it was a very nice flash.
Reflexes is trying to keep up the pressure, go for a top tier 2.
Mundo almost is level 16 already. So
Yasuo's also contested right now on the mid lane, tier 2. And Orianna, no one's answering her either.
I think at this point in the game, defending the tier 3 tower is kind of a luxury, you know? Like, you can do it if you're already there, but you can't rotate just to get it. Speaking
Yasuo's going to get... He's going to get caught out again.
Yep. And wisely opts to not use his sums. Yeah, just saves his flash and his Osp, which is a smart call there.
Yeah, save it for the Baron fight that should be coming here.
Yep.
Before too long.
He's halfway to his power spike.
It's scaling. It's a scaling. Scaling Yasuo. With how up this Corki is, they do definitely have enough DPS to take this Baron if they go unseen for too long.
Oh, definitely.
Anytime Corki's in Fog of War, they've got to be IQ's got to be thinking about a potential reflex Baron sneak.
And it's interesting. This is the more carry Diana build with the Nashers too. Usually, you see like the Leandries and Dusk and Dawn. Obviously, you'll build either way, but like Leandries and Jock Show and stuff, like you just go this off tank build.
Diana might be caught here. Secures the Scuttle Crab.
Does get the ulti off, but no one to really follow. And Moon just got stuck on the wrong side here. Well, I guess
C9 is calling. Jungle dies for Scuttle Crab at 24 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and
Fior's
gonna get caught out and blasted by the Corgi. Mundo's here. So he is getting flanked, but this is level 16 Mundo. I mean, they will kill him eventually, but no, they're not even gonna bother. It's like, all right, you're good. Let you off the warning.
Got a Baron to contest. They don't need to worry about killing Mundo on
He
side
pops
right
Ghost and starts running at them, and they all run away, even though he's by himself, because he's bluffing really hard, and it worked. Is that Tai on the cast? It sure is. Tai was kind enough to join me.
Got the teammates repping me here. Let's go.
Fight's gonna break out here. Knockup's gonna land on the Xin Zhao, and can they finish him off? Yes, they can. And there, Yasuo Sum's coming in handy there.
That's a great Orianna ult.
Yep. Gonna buy his team some time, but Mundo still has... Oh no, his ulti just ran out, so he's kind of out of juice. Although Diana is now here, and they do not see her, so she's gonna be able to get in on the AD carry. Yeah, tough.
Yeah, they had a definite win there, Team IQ, and a little bit of an overstay. Diana being all sneaky, coming in out of vision, and should be a Drake into a potential Baron fight here in the next couple minutes, but which also means we have a soul point here on Team Reflex. Jinx death means no chance for a Super Mega Death Rocket Drake steal either.
Yes. I remember I had my jungler yell at me once to block it in a beer league game, because it happened like we got stolen one time, and then every time we were against a Jinx for the rest of the season, it was like somebody is on rocket blocking duty, so they can't steal it. It's good at the stealing objectives. So
it is a tilter. If it happens to you, it can mental boom a team for sure. Especially if you're right around soul point.
An interesting build. Goes for the Randoin's third item on a Xin Zhao. I actually really like the buy because they got Yasuo and Corki, and that AoE slow is actually really strong as well. So I really like the buy, but it's just not something you see.
He's going ham.
Oh, he's going ham. Then the Orianna ult comes in. It's going to go ahead and prep Nami and Diana before they could do much of anything. And this should be a Baron here for IQ. Fiora does have TP if she needs to head on up there, but she shouldn't have to. And I mean, yeah, you saw the Randoins in action right away. He got on them and then popped the Randoins as soon as he was in there, and that's a 70% slow. So,
yeah, Randoin slow makes it easier to hit that really big Orianna ult.
Like 70% slow for 2 seconds that doesn't decay. Like that's a massive slow. Like champions would love to have that on an ability. So, and it's just on an item that's already like it'd be decent without it, but with it, no, it's just a great item. I think Randoin's is criminally underbuilt.
Yeah, you've almost got a Nasus W every 30 seconds.
Yeah, despite the Baron take though, the gold is actually dead even.
We've got no clear winner in sight yet. Now the upcoming Soul might be the next chance for someone to pull away this game, but until then we should just see some back and forth, maybe a play or two on a side lane.
We do have the Protoplasm harness in for Mundo. I do not recommend this item personally because it scales with your resistances, and you tend to build health, not resistances on Mundo. So not useless by any means, but
Nami coming out.
Yeah, nice catch on the Nami there. We're gonna go ahead and push him off this tower. Yasuo
not recalling, opting to stay top lane and try and get pressure onto tier 2 towers as well.
Well, the best way to break a siege is to make them want to leave, right? If they have no reason to leave, they'll just keep going forever. So, see what I mean?
Now there's the Fiora recall. Orianna, oh, Corki almost one-shot by that.
Yep. Gonna have to go back. And
Are we going to see a Magi's Curse on Orianna this game?
yeah, Mundo trying not to let them back. Meanwhile, Yasuo's gonna try to 1v1 Fiora in the top lane, and there's just no way.
Fiora, great riposte.
Yeah.
And she'll clean up that pretty easily.
Now the question is, does a Corey know that you can wind wall riposte? Because he didn't do it there. It's still not great because you're still having your knockup blocked, right? So you still can't ult her, and it won't do any damage, obviously. But it's better than getting stunned. So, pro tip for all you Yasuo enjoyers out there: wind wall the riposte. Sorry, what was that?
Despite having been a top lane main, I did not know you could wind wall riposte. That is
There you go.
new information for me.
Yeah, there are some surprising things out there you can wind wall. Like you can wind wall Lilia's ult because it actually sends out a little projectile when it flies towards you. So you can wind wall it, and you can reflect it with Mel W, and it'll put Lilia to sleep instead, which is hilarious when it happens.
Oh, we're seeing the Fiora true damage come out there. There's the ult, and
Yeah,
2/3 of HP is going bye-bye.
and she's not even scaled yet. She's only at 8% max health. That'll go to at least double that as the game goes on. So.
Also, if you liked Randuin's Omen on Zinzao, how about a second one on Fiora?
I like it.
Coming right up.
Yep. Their only real AP is Diana, and she's really struggling in this game. Although going to get a very nice ulti there on Jinx, but not a lot of follow-up. And Mundo's not here as well. They don't have the actual front line to make this play happen. So it was a nice engage, and Yasuo not able to ulti. I assume he just wasn't in range at the time, so it was a solid engage.
Corki walked up the bar, had no one to peel for him. Got stuck in the Raptor pit. Zinzao, great job there, isolating his target.
Yeah, I think they clearly not on the same page there as a team because Mundo was pushing bot or pushing top lane with TP and no effort to teleport there at all. So clearly not on the same page. Can we remove wind wall as an ability? You know, people have said that a lot, Foulmind, ever since Yasuo came out. And you know what my answer to that is? My response is that Yone is what Yasuo looks like without wind wall. Do you prefer Yone over Yasuo? No one has ever said yes to that question. they dislike Yone even more. So that's my response. Is that you got to give them some real bullshit to make to take away wind wall, and turns out people would rather deal with wind wall than deal with Yone. So
League of Legends community also known for hating interesting and unique abilities. It's like, why are we not Dota? Because we have cool things like Yasuo W and Mel W. But people don't want to have fun.
Yep. They're gonna go in on Mundo here. Yep. He's tanking.
His HP is slowly dropping.
And look at that HP damage on the Mundo. And Diana's gonna go in, not able to get the ulti off before going down. The fight's still continuing. Yasuo going in, not able to get his ulti off there either. Corki's trying his best to do as much damage as possible while kiting, but his front line is just not really getting anything done. And then there's the flash, or Zen flashing with the Oriole on him to hit the Corki, and then that is going to be game here, I think.
That's a great team fight out of IQ. Once you get those Jinx resets going, it's real tough for the...
We'll go ahead and watch this final. Since this wasn't the deciding fight, we'll go ahead and watch it again. Because instant replay brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Please sponsor Dr. Pepper. You imagine? Yeah, so they just go on Mundo here because they don't have... They can afford to just wear him down because their team is too afraid to go in. And yeah, Mundo's just zoning them all out. And Diana tries to go in, but gets knocked airborne and has to Zanya's before she gets her ulti off. And then Yasuo tries to go for a knock-up here, but gets knocked airborne again as well. Could not ulti.
Yeah. Yasuo just didn't get the airborne he was looking for there.
Yep. And then very clean. Hold on, I want to make sure I saw this correctly and show it off because this was a nice clean play here. So they put the ball They put the ball on Xin Zhao. Oh, never mind. I thought he flashed with the ulti on him. Never mind. I take it back. Eric, you suck. Like,
Corki flashed away, but he got the target he really wanted, which was the Nami.
No, I'm kidding. No, me and Eric have won a championship together, so I can't flame him too much, but I will flame him a little bit. So I take away the undue credit for that play, but yeah, well played to Team IQ. It was a long back and forth game. It looked like they were in a rough spot for a while there with the impending Dragon Soul, but they held them off and turned it around, and yeah, well played to them. And tough loss here for Team Reflex. I mean, look at that. Their jungle and mid just really never got anything going. I don't think I saw them do one ult combo the entire game. So they were just...
IQ was giving Team Reflex a proper welcome to Beer League moment there, and game was looking close and looking Reflex favored there, multiple points through the early mid game, but that team fighting and coordination from our Beer League veterans came through in the end.
I will say that newer Beer League teams, or Beer League rookies, they tend to do okay during like the early game and mid game, but they tend to struggle to close out games. And that's, you kind of saw that right there, right? Like they were hanging neck to neck until it got to about Baron time, and then the experience from IQ just kind of took over, and they ran away with the game. So there you go. We are gonna go ahead and move on to game 2. It looks like, it looks like Team Reflex has opted to take blue side. That's very interesting. You almost never see teams choose blue in Beer League, but that is what Team Reflex seems to want. So I guess we'll see if they can figure it out this time.
That is also the side Team Gin and Tonic chose against my team, Bourbon Nasher, in our first game, and that was also a team of mostly rookies. So seems like the newer teams are favoring blue side, where the Beer Leaguers prefer red.
Yeah, I do think that the blue side loses a lot of value in Beer League compared to like Pro Play, because in Pro Play you can have the most busted champs ready to go, right? So that first pick has a lot of value. But in Beer League, the chances that you're able to abuse the currently super OP champ is just not that high, right? So having first pick really isn't that big of a deal. Whereas last pick for your top player help. Yeah. We've seen so many games won because red side just counter picks top and runs over the game. So Jack's allowing. But no, I'm not gonna flame him anymore. That was just a brutal game to watch.
You're going back for seconds there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just waiting on them to get started here for game 2.
We're still waiting on a team to give us our first 3-game best of 3.
That is not true. That is not true.
Oh, we have had a 3-game BO3.
Yes, the very first series was BO3. That's part of why it took 45 minutes to start the first game, and then it was a best of 3, so the whole stream took like 3.5 hours. So
me when I spread misinformation online.
You were almost right. That's the only series so far, I believe, that's gone to 3 games. So,
okay.
Or at least the only Stout League series. I'm not sure if there's any light ones that have gone to 3 games. I feel like the number of 3-game series has actually gone down quite a bit over time in Beer League, and maybe that's just a sign that the teams are playing better, and so the better teams just win both games more consistently. First series was light. Oh yeah, you're right. No, first series was light. Never mind. Sorry,
I was right. So in Stout League, we haven't had a 3-game BO3. Okay.
Yes, that
I don't
is
think
true.
I said Stout specifically, so you were right to correct me. None the same.
Yes, I forgot that the first series was light. It was a fun series to watch. So the light league might be the lower elo league, but that doesn't mean the games aren't entertaining. And you still, even today's gold plat players are a lot better than the gold plat players of 10 years ago, right? So you still see some
Very
impressive
true.
stuff even from the lower league. So Lee Sins and gold can do insects where that used to be like a challenger level play. Now gold Lee Sins can do it. So
Justice for all these two cost, 2.5 cost beer league stout players. You know, they're
yes.
people too, and they're good at league.
They're people too. Damn, bro.
Can I get a true in Twitch chat for that?
Yeah. The only unfortunate part about that is that if you're at the really low end of the skill bracket now, it's hard to find a place in beer league, even in the light league, because it's like, unless you're like silver at a minimum, it's really like not playable. Like, we have very few bronze or iron players that make it to a team. One, they just don't get recruited, and two, if they do get recruited, they tend to really struggle. So, but maybe we'll make a super light league someday. You know, bronze and iron, super light league, bronze and iron players only. That would be a joy to cast for sure.
We gotta pay the Kadeem the big bucks to start a beer league super light team.
There you go, the super light league. 8-point team salary. There you go. Max points 3. No, probably max points 2, right? Because I think
that would actually be a banger.
Yeah.
I'm just calling it NA Beer League. That's crazy flame.
Oh man. All right, and Reflex gonna go ahead and first pick the Jacks. Oh boy.
Oh brother.
Oh boy. I mean, it's probably gonna be Jack's Jungle, but still, like, oh boy. And yeah, looks like the bans are basically the same. I think they are identical to last game, albeit a slightly different order for some of the champions, but the same 6 champions, I think.
So they want blue side so that they can prio B1 Jacks.
It is a flex pick, I will give them that, but it is still an odd choice for sure. I do think Jax is pretty crazy right now. Is Beer League fearless? Yes, it is. It is indeed. So all those champions you see on the bottom, all gonzo.
Another scaling late game champion for IQ bot lane as well.
Early Sejuani lock-in. That's an interesting choice. I feel like there would be a few other junglers. Even if you want a tank jungler, I feel like there would be like 3 or 4 other junglers I'd pick before Sejuani, but that's what Eric is feeling. He is a Sejuani enjoyer, so fair enough.
I've got a Sejuani enjoyer on my team, and I gotta say, I think that champion's better than people make it out to be.
Yeah.
Especially if you know what you're doing.
Oh, for sure. But its stats have always been really sad ever since it got pro play jailed. So
Sejuani is technically a flex pick as well.
Technically, yes. You could play it top if you really wanted to, but probably wouldn't. Okay, and it's going to be tank supports on both sides.
Gotta say, I'm liking IQ's draft here a little bit more so far.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the Braum to go with the Smolder. Because he kind of makes that wall that can't go through, and Smolder could just keep firing away.
It'll be really hard to out-skirmish the bot lane, especially after they're on one item and you get a Braum and Sejuani both stacking passives back-to-back as well. Nice combo. If it was old league previous season, you could have a level 1 invade and get silly, but no more of that.
If you say probably wouldn't too many times, I'll need to bust it out top. Oh, in that case, I probably wouldn't play Yuumi top. There you go. How's that?
We just need Braum to build Sunfire Cape. That's what we need.
Hell yeah, dude.
This stream needs it. Someone please.
Yeah.
Team IQ, if you can hear me, get your Braum and Sejuani both to build Sunfire Cape. I need to see some emotes.
Well, there's Cassante. He'll probably build Sunfire Cape.
Let's go.
Or we might just go Gauntlet instead. We'll see.
Okay, we just hope that no one on the enemy team plays Gwen, and
Yeah, very tanky IQ team here so far. I'm interested to see what Reflex has in their pocket to deal with that.
This is some beef.
They still got to pick a mid laner, but mid laner generally doesn't have a ton of tank busting champs. If you have someone that plays ASOL, now's the time. They're gonna go with the Varus. Okay, I mean that can be a tank busting champ as long as you can keep autoing. And you could flex it top lane if you have no soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it must be, right? Because they already have a Caitlyn, so it must be.
I think it's got to be Varus top.
Oh,
Ugh.
God.
I know you're not supposed to root against a team as a caster, but I see Varus top and I'm like, please lose.
And the Malzahar last pick lock-in. Interesting. I mean, Malzahar is decent against tanks once he has his items, but I guess the play here is that you CC them and slow them all with Rylai's, then you let your dual ADCs do the DPS. I obviously don't know what Team Reflex plays in terms of champ pools, so I have no idea if they had something, better available, but it will be Malzahar. And then last pick, Mel for IQ. Interesting. This is the new, air quotes, Mel. The main thing you need to know is that her Reflect doesn't make her invulnerable anymore. It's just a shield. So if you're like hitting her in melee, she can't just block all your burst with W, which is a good change because that was silly that it worked that way before. But it is still a Reflect, obviously. And her overall damage is probably higher now to make up for that. So you got to be a bit careful. But in terms of things to reflect, Varus ulti, maybe Caitlyn stuff. Other than that, there's not a lot. You could reflect a knowledge hook, I guess, but you probably don't want to do that unless you have nothing else to do.
This Malzahar too, he is here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to alt Smolder every team fight.
I don't think he's going to be able to get in range with Smolder. He's got 3 beefy boys in front of him, unless he does like a crazy flank play or something, but who knows?
Yeah, otherwise, these Malzahar ults are going to be super high value. Oh no, I ulted a Cassandra.
Oh no, hold on, I'm reading chat here. IQ has an absolute draft gap if they send Smolder mid and Mel bot. That is actually a good point.
Someone's cooking here.
Yeah, because you can farm the Voidlings with Smolder and get extra stacks. So that is a good point. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if they do indeed decide to do that. I don't know if they role swapped in the lobby before they started. I wasn't paying attention. But I guess we'll see.
We will find out shortly. I foresee a Leandry's Blackfire Torch build path for this Malzahar with all those tanks as well.
I will say that part of the math here is that that I didn't really think about until just now is that Akori is a 2-point player, and that might factor into why he's playing Malzahar.
True.
There is something to be said for just picking easier to execute champions, especially if you're a lower skill player. Although I will say that translates all the way to the top in terms of easy to execute champs being helpful. Even masters and challenger players fuck up stuff on harder champs all the time. So having champions, like Garen, that are just really easy to execute, has value, even when you're with and against really good players. So, but I do think that might have something to do with it. It's like anybody can play Malzahar, right? Like you press E, you press W on the wave. It does look like Smolder is in the mid lane slot here in Champ Select, so it looks like they are indeed swapping. So big brain play here by IQ.
Smolder is going to be getting a lot of value out of killing the Voidlings.
I wonder if that was planned ahead of time to be Smolder mid, or if once they saw the Malzahar, they then decided to swap or to pick another bot laner.
Either way, good on Team IQ to identify that in the draft and make that pivot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this Smolder is going to be he's going to be very strong most likely this game, but I do think the overall reflex comp is pretty good. So you've got 2 scaling ADCs, got a lot of CC. Jax obviously scales really well, so I think that even against the late game Smolder, they can hang. I mean, the only champion that really scales well on IQ is Smolder. The rest of them don't scale particularly well. So I think it favors Reflex if the game goes long enough.
Reflex also really needs this Varus to get and maintain a lead early mid-game over the Cassante. They need him to be treading these tanks.
Definitely. I will be right back, so feel free to entertain the chat while I'm gone. Try not to say too many slurs.
All right, no promises. Just kidding. I would never do that. Well, as we wait to get into League, I don't have control over the screen, so I can't do the daily Wordle with chat, but if I did have the powers, I would entertain us. You wouldn't be entertained by my repertoire of racial slurs, that's for sure, given that I'm sworn to not say them on this stream. Or any other of the lovely words that Twitch does not want you saying and would remove your channel for uttering them. Get some Eric 29 Flame? Come on. Let a brother breathe here. Oh boy. Yes, Big Castro, it is me. It is Tai. Noted singed one trick and mediocre beer league top laner from Bourbon Nasher. Correct. My apologies on snatching your beer league debut with a 2-0 victory over you. The people gotta know to ban the singed. It is a problem. And it's also a crutch for a bad player. Oh, different team? My bad. My bad, twin. Oh, wait. Oh, see? This is the rival that I didn't know I had. The 2 teams with Baron in the name. Both 1-0. What week do we play you, by the way? Is it week 5? Week 4? Something like that, I think. It's pretty early on.
Oh man, Twitch chat's kind of been going off in the couple minutes that I was gone.
I've been talking to people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Castro, let me know what week we play you, because I'm not sure if it's 4 or 5.
Yeah, because we got Baron Nasher and Norbin Basher, right? Or something like that?
Barren Wastelands and Bourbon Nasher.
Oh, that's right, Barren Wastelands and Bourbon Nasher, that's right. Although Norbin Basher does sound like a good team name.
It does. You gotta figure out who's the better Baron team.
Yeah.
Actually, if I pull up... Let me look for the schedule and see when I can find it.
If you go to the Beer League website and then go to the seasons tab, there will be a point where you can click where you can see the schedule for who's playing who each week.
Ah. Oh, we play you in week 9.
Okay, so a while.
Get a minute for that one. Here we go, loading in. Just in time.
Hell yeah, another pause, baby. Woo!
Let's go.
And it looks like Rihi is not a big fan of the Varus top, which is fair.
He's so real for that.
So I don't normally hate range tops too much, but when I fight a Varus top and he stat checks me in melee range, I'm just like, all right, what am I even doing here? Like, Riot, can we hurry up with this rework already, please?
It was that AP build. This was way too frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
At least a Vayne, there was like skill, and it doesn't also have wave clear along with being ranged.
Well, it should have set off
kind of had everything.
it should have set off alarm bells when I think it was like a couple seasons ago, 2 or 3 seasons ago, back when mythics were still a thing, and Varus tops would rush a fucking tank item as their first item and just like stat check everybody because they could just face tank all the damage while just beating him with all the % HP. It's just like Radiant Virtue, I think. I remember that. It's just like
Oh.
I'm like, all right, Riot Games.
Varus top is premier cringe. So true, King.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. And does opt for the Flash Ghost instead of TP, which I think is the right call. You know, in case you ever thought you had any chance of, killing him, he'll just pop Ghost and run away. So, Varus top is strategic. Yeah, so is kicking somebody in the balls, but, very strategic move.
So is getting in a fist fight, then pulling a gun on someone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Big brain.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean you're a whole person for doing it.
Yep.
Cassante does need... This is one of those lanes where you do need TP, because you're against a range top, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't miss out on any XP.
Yep. And Caitlyn does opt for the Lethal Temple here, which is the correct choice. You're against a tanky team. You go to the Lethal Tempo so that you can actually kill them later on.
Now, if I see Collector into this team comp...
Right. Ooh.
Gonna make a new... Oh, we got a nice Nautilus hook.
Early hook here, and no barrier on the Mel. She has a teleport, so she's actually gonna go down here. The heal coming in from the Braum, but it is not enough. First blood over to Blissful Jinjo.
Price you pay for not having a combat summoner down bot lane. Luckily for Mel, the TP means she's not actually missing any minion XP.
And, interesting little shenanigans going on over here. Buddy, don't do this. Like, I know you want to like be a little troll, but that's a good way to get killed. like just place the ward down and walk away.
At 2 minutes, also, Cassante has 5 more CS than I would have expected him to have.
Yeah, there you go.
He's actually doing a good job of taking minions so far. Only lost half his HP for it.
Yep. Ooh.
Ooh, another.
Landed another one.
Nautilus
Mel, did you take
close.
Reflect level 2? No. Soul doesn't have Reflect. Oh. Okay, we'll see if that comes back to haunt them. Normally you would take E level 2, but when you're Nautilus, when you're in this situation, you probably want the Reflect more than the E, but I mean, I guess they're both good abilities. It's probably not that big a deal. But, I have to find something to criticize, right?
Yeah.
Players love that when I criticize every little thing they do during a game.
You're taking that high of a cooldown spell, level 2 does feel bad. Trying to take short trades. Sante gonna make use of his teleport here and go back to base.
And very slow first clear here by Jax. Which I did not realize it was quite this slow. Like that would be bottom tier for a jungler. I'm surprised it's that slow, but maybe he did it wrong. Maybe it really is just that bad. He hasn't criticized me yet. I've just built different. I haven't gotten to cast you yet, Caster. I'm sure I'll find something. That or when, Bernie solo kills you, But, we'll find something to flame you for. But yes. Plus, all right. Yeah, and they're just positioning very aggressively down here in the bot lane. Caitlyn's not backed yet. She's still just sitting on her D-Blade, which I guess makes sense. Oh no, she's gonna go down here. Ooh, the auto execute from the Mel passive. Yeah, got a little too crazy.
Yeah, it blew all the damage and the engage tools onto the level 4 Braum, but bot lane is just support versus support. Look at them go.
Yep,
killing each other.
Combat.
2-0 Nautilus.
Hell yeah.
You love to see it.
Pickaxe first item for Caitlyn. Okay, Caitlyn, what are you building? What are you building that builds out of pickaxe? I'm concerned. Does Hex Optics build out
Collector
of
first item versus 3 tanks.
does
I need it.
does Hex Optics build out of pickaxe? Is this US based? NA based, but we have most of our players are US based, but we have some few from other places.
There's a Canadian in this cast.
There you go. It's not me. So see if you can figure out who it is.
Ooh. I don't know how you're playing. You got to be dedicated to play Beer League on 120 ping from EU.
Yeah, like no, I'm good. If I had 120 ping all the time, I'd quit. It's just nope. That's higher than my tolerance. My reaction time is slow enough as it is. I don't need to be handicapped even more by high ping.
You'd rather play Beer League with your blood alcohol content being 120 than 120 ping.
Indeed.
They don't call it Beer League for nothing. Sejuani's looking to get a lane gank going on here. Bot lane.
We do see a lot of lane ganks in Beer League. It's probably one of the smarter ways to try to gank because you can't really. It's much harder to ward against it. So you can actually coordinate with your team to set it up. I'm pretty sure he snuck into the bush without being seen. Indeed, he did. And they're going to go on Nautilus here, and he has no flash. Do they have the damage to finish him off? Ooh, nice hook. Is that going to be enough to get him to safety? It will indeed.
Mel doesn't quite have the damage to execute there.
Yep, and in the top lane, it looks like Varus has outplayed the Cassante. Let's go ahead and see that. Okay, let's watch this snuff film of the Cassante here.
Oh, he goes in to try and
Yep.
get it traded.
Yep. Varus uses outplay button. And yeah, not even close. Goodbye.
Taylor there.
Varus top, nice and fun and balanced and interactive.
As always.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't hit everything, you die, and even if you do, you probably still die.
Yeah. Yep. You have to, like, if you get hit by the ult, it's automatically game over. If you don't get hit by the ult, you might have a chance to win. They'll probably still stat check you, though.
And
Yeah,
great tower dive on the other side of the map.
Yep, let's go ahead and dive Caitlyn there while Nautilus backs away.
Should be able to get a couple of plates, too, before they are out of there.
In terms of gold, pretty close. About a 500-ish gold lead here for Team Reflex. Mostly in the top lane, I'm going to guess. With the CS leading the kills. So yeah, he's up 1,000, so he's actually teams that down other places. But last time I checked, my boy was playing mid lane. Yeah, Rihi swapped to top lane this season to let Benson have mid lane. So there you go.
And he's already regretting that decision with game 2 being against a Varus top.
Right?
So no take backs, bro. You're up here. Smolder is farming really nicely mid lane, and that doesn't even count all the Voidlings he's sniped to this point.
Ooh, nice flash.
Oh, outplay.
Nice flash ulti by Malzahar, but does not press the E before getting the ulti off, so it doesn't have the damage to actually land the kill.
Sejuani flat in.
Ooh. Okay, both junglers deciding, fuck the other jungler, we're just gonna go dive the enemy laner, and they both succeed.
At it again.
But the roam from the bot lane is gonna take that Sejuani double teleport coming in from IQ. Oh my goodness! But they're teleporting right onto Caitlyn traps, which is not what you want. And now Cassante's here. He does still have ulti. Ooh, very nice juke there by Blissful Jinjo. It makes him survive just a little bit longer. And can they finish off Mel here? Yes, they can. My goodness, it's not a good play when you double teleport in and you still lose the fight. Oh no!
Absolute cinema.
Oh no! That was tough.
That's just peak League of Legends.
Yep.
I hate to say it.
They sold out to win that play, and they lost. So great play for Team Reflex, up about 2.5K now. You know, Varus.
And that's
yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of that's on Varus just from staying top lane, taking 2-3 waves, getting a whole bunch of plates.
That's my favorite thing as a top laner, or when I'm playing top, is I get to just chill and farm. My team wins fights on the other side of the map.
Feels good, man.
Finally win the coin flip, you know? But yeah, very strong bounce back here by Team Reflex after their losing game 1. So you like to see that. A lot of
See
teams,
if they keep up the momentum here.
yeah, a lot of teams, they lose game 1, they get discouraged, and they have a hard time keeping it together for game 2. But Team Reflex, clearly not a problem, and it is indeed going to be a collector first for the Caitlyn, but she does have that serrated dirt. And Nautilus.
They're up 9.
Ooh, phenomenal Nautilus Q right there to pull out of the Braum stun, but in the end it is not enough. And speaking of not enough, oh no, does barely escape. Yeah, that was a really fantastic timed Nautilus Q. That would have saved him in a lot of situations, but they just had too much.
Every time IQ goes bot lane, something good happens.
There you go.
This up, and they can maybe get back into this one.
I'm gonna grab first dragon here. Caitlin's gonna hold nothing in particular. Mel's gonna tank it for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but okay. Is this a first strike Caitlyn, by the way? No, it's Lethal Tempo. I already talked about that earlier. I remember. Lethal Tempo Caitlyn with Collector. Okay, interesting. Malzahar are really struggling this mid lane. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Hold on, we gotta see this play. What happened in the top lane? Okay, so Varus is being Varus, and he ults, and he tries to go for the finish here. Oh no, not able to get the auto off, and then gets the turn ulti by the Cassante to take down Varus, and then hits him with the well-deserved emote. Well done to Rihi there. Well played.
You love to see a Varus top death.
100%. 100%. No, I always get a little annoyed whenever really scumbag picks or really cheese picks work, you know. I remember having a game where I got hard carried by a Zoe jungle, and I'm like, I'll take the win, but it's a Zoe jungle, you know. Why is this in my game, and why is it carrying the game, you know? And I don't like it.
You expect to work that randomly you've won the game in 22 minutes.
Yep, exactly. Is that a Zeke's? It is indeed a Zeke's rush for Cassante, which is interesting. Ooh, nice ulti there. That is not a projectile. She cannot reflect it as Mel. And Jax is going to come in here to make sure that all in goes well, and indeed it will. And Hernandez Teaches is going to head back to the break room. And they should be able to get they might be able to get first tower here if all 3 of them stay. Yeah, I mean, it's got quite a bit to go. Maybe not. But we'll see.
Cassante going for Zeke's first item.
That is an interesting choice. That is for sure. I mean, it is cheap. When you're on a low economy, maybe that's the thought. Is that you don't have the money. Yeah, you don't have the money to buy what you would prefer, so you just go with the
I've seen orange jungles go that item, but I've never seen it on a top laner.
No. And again, Caitlyn just kind of ulting to be annoying more than anything. It is sad that Caitlyn's ult was kind of just terrible again. Every time.
Ult for tempo.
Every time Caitlyn's too good, they just nerf the ulti. And it kind of makes me sad. I have seen the Zeke's in jungle on tank jungles, which makes sense, or Ivern maybe, but in top lane you really don't see that. So
you would think Sejuani would be going a Zeke's this game, but
nah, he's gonna go hard steal. Eric plays Sejuani to carry. He's gonna go the damage stacking item. Ooh, then another
here comes
another flash ulti by a Corey, but again, not Eing him before the ulti, so it does way less damage than it should, but it's enough to buy time for Jax to get in.
Smolder can't quite get over the wall, and down he goes.
And meanwhile, in the top lane, actually, nice juke there by Varus, and then ulti, but just not enough tools to get out of the situation. He's going to go down. It was well played, but there just wasn't enough in the tank. Yep.
It was a mind control ultimate, and it worked. Varus died.
Mm-hmm. The zoning says Joel, unironically true. And then we're gonna get another gank here in the bot lane.
Our bot gank.
Yep, and man, they're giving this Mel a hard time down here in the bot lane. Oh,
Team Reflex is giving him the business right now.
yep, goes in, gets another double kill. Watson, huge rebound game here for GNM. You know, last game he really didn't get anything going the entire game on Diana, but on Jax, it's fair to say he's been a bit impactful on this game.
It's hard to argue with B1 Jax if he's 6-0, you know?
Yeah, and he went Triforce first, which is interesting. All of the all the Jaxes I've seen recently have been going the Dusk and Dawn, but he decides to stick with the tried and true Triforce. Ooh, a bit of a gank here on Malzahar. Does he have the damage to finish him off?
Sejuani Keely no ult there, so couldn't CC chain Malzahar outside of the turret.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and Cassante actually looks like he's starting to kind of hang in there in this lane. Forces out the ghost from the Varus. Mm-hmm. Might have stacked up enough MR that he can play the matchup. He's got, what is he up to? Yeah, 133 MR.
Smolder is 0-2, but he's very well farmed. Very right under 10 CS per minute.
You know, let's check his stacks. 15-minute stat check, 142. Actually, less than you would think, considering he's against the Malzahar. And his CS numbers, but maybe the Malzahar just hasn't been spawning Voidlings for him to farm. It's 149 is still good for 15 minutes, but I guess the Malzahar seems a little low. Maybe he hasn't been using W. Like, I wouldn't blame him if they told him just don't use W in lane if he's there to farm it. So they're going to go ahead and move on to the jungle here, or to the dragon here, while Reflex takes the Rift Herald. I think you'll take that trade every time if you're Team IQ. Rift Herald is not the most impactful objective unless you use it to commit a drive-by. Then it's pretty impactful and funny, but yeah, I wouldn't have taken that trade. But good on IQ realizing that there was a trade to be had. When does Team 2 play? They play on Sunday at 8 Central. Or no, 7:30 Central. So whether or not we'll have somebody stream us, we'll see. Ooh, and
Smolder taking tower aggro.
there you go. And, yep. Nope. Eric able to get out long enough for Eric to take it back, and nice dive on the Malzahar. He actually unintentionally got his E off before the ulti that time, and he did way more damage because of it, because he didn't realize he was going to ulti. But I'm sorry, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Malzahar is a simple champ, but like pressing your buttons before you ulti is really important. Like you want to get your E and your W off before you ulti, because the E does a bunch of damage, it keeps refreshing, and the Voidlings walk in and do a bunch of damage too. So if you just ulti, the ult itself doesn't actually do that much damage.
It is a meme, but Malzahar is not, in fact, just press R, bro.
I mean, no league champion is really... Every champion has nuance to them, especially against good opponents, but yeah, there are some things you need to know and take advantage of. There's a cast animation to E? Yes, there is. But unless your opponent is going to flash out of your ulti instantly, you'll have time, I promise. So... yeah, you just flash EW and ulti, and you can get it off in probably like less than half a second. So, fight breaking out here. Numbers advantage for IQ, but they also have to contend with the Rift Herald here, and they're not able to. The tower's going to go down.
Power of 3 Void Grubs, just able to get that turret on the wave that they wanted.
I have a 2k gold lead here for Reflex, but they are down 2 dragons, so it'll be interesting to see which ends up being worth more. Looks like this is a Rift Maker, right? Is that what you're supposed to go on?
Yes.
Go Rift Maker?
I do see people go it. I don't know if I'm
interesting
that hot on it, but
oh, whoops, there we go.
A lot of to go. If they don't go Dusk and Dawn, they go Rift Maker.
Yeah, I feel like you'd rather have like even like Leandri's. I feel like you'd rather have, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a Varus top player. I still have at least a little bit of my soul left. I do play
This
Teemo though,
game
so it's not.
definitely
Yep.
anything else. There are that many tanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andrews does a bit better if you're gonna start building hunting guises, but
Yeah. Or the MR shred one too. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jax is gonna go ahead and kind of. We'll go ahead and back up here and see exactly how this played out. Looks like Jax is just gonna get caught up. Maybe they go for the Mel. Oh, he goes for the Mel, but Mel able to flash the Jax stun and then get turned on by Sejuani, and he's gonna get CC chain and go down. Very ambitious play there by Jax, and now the rest of his team just has to run.
Great
no.
Bromard as well.
Yep, and Caitlyn's gonna go down. Nautilus is gonna go down. Great play by IQ. Yeah, little too excited for Jax there, I think. Even if that stun had gone off, I don't think he kills her before he gets CC return back. So probably a little too excited. Also, he's going Bork second, but he also has a tunneler. Okay, we'll see what he builds. I guess could be Sunder Sky, could be Bork. I guess we'll find out. And yeah, the flash Brummel, that was huge. I'll be honest, I didn't even know you could flash Brummel. Or is it ult? Can you ult flash on Braum? Actually,
You can.
You can. That's wild then. Okay.
Yeah. You extend the length by flashing forward as you cast.
Damn. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, knowing what champions you can combine with flash on your champion is really important knowledge, whatever you're playing. Because there's a lot of times where it will come up. So you got to know which abilities it works with and which ones it doesn't. Do not try to Q flash on Morgana. It does not work, sadly.
With those most recent kills too, the gold lead is back to dead even.
Yep.
200 apart.
And I think IQ's in a good spot here. Smolder should be coming online with his stacks here pretty soon if he's not already. Yeah, another 20 more. Another great juke by Varus. Gonna pop the ulti. I think he's still gonna go down here, but he made him work for it. And now the fight's gonna come in. Jackson's gonna get a very nice stun, but he's having to kite back out now. And Caitlyn's gonna go ahead. Oh, get down, Mr. President from the Sejuani. I probably wouldn't have killed Braum anyway, but I respect the hustle that he did.
It's so hard to break that front line on Team IQ. They have so many tanks, so many frontliners, and ways to mitigate damage.
Yeah, and no armor pen yet for Caitlyn, so she's kind of just tickling all these tanks right now. That is the big downside of Caitlyn, is that she's really bad against tanks in the mid game. So we're kind of seeing it here.
But it's fine because she can ignore 12 armor.
And Malzahar does not have his Leanders yet either, so they just do not have the anti-tank damage they need to deal with this triple tank front line.
Look at that Smolder.
Yeah, third
No
dragon for
damage,
IQ.
Do its work.
Yeah, this is tough if you're Reflex. You had such a great early game, but again, once the team plays start happening, it just started falling apart. So
once we're getting into map rotations, side lane play, and coordinating for objectives, they're lagging behind.
Yep. They're going to try to do Baron here. It's going pretty slow, though, and Varus is here. He just has to make sure to not get his ulti reflected. He could probably stop this. Oh, nice ulti.
People disrupting here.
Okay. And then they're going to zone him off, and are they going to let it reset? It looks like they are. So he did successfully stop the Baron, so that's worth it, even if he die. So, good job to the Varus there. Very good,
accomplished.
Yeah, very good micro movement so far from Rich Girl Cat I've seen in this game. Just lots of good little jukes and sidesteps to not get hit by stuff. So that is a skill that will carry you well regardless of what kind of champ you're playing. And now Reflex is actually going to go ahead and rip the Baron here. They better do this fast. This seems like a pro right here, right? They just simply, I mean, Malzahar still does not have the Leandries. They do not have the damage to actually make this happen. Do they? No. And they're going to have to turn, but now they're all split up. Nice.
Malzahar looks to be caught out on the backside as well.
Yeah, Malzahar's going to go ahead and ulti the Smolder, but that doesn't do anything without follow-up. And now they're trying to kite out with the Caitlyn and the Jax, but the reinforcements arrive.
Loops around, comes in with a TP and cleans up the fight on the backside.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the big problem with Mal, is that he's a very low agency champion. Ooh, nice flash there by Varus. That's going to be enough to secure the kill on Mel. Okay. And then
wow.
And then they're not going to do the Baron either. Interesting. They're just going to go ahead and... Okay. Let's see if you can outplay this. Do you have the damage to finish off the Cassante? I don't think you do, but no. Okay. Not quite there yet. Needs probably Void Staff for that to happen. But they successfully stopped the Baron again. So there you go.
And this Baron gets started up, something bad happens.
Yeah, and Mazar does finally have his Leandres, so that will be a very significant DPS jump for Team Reflex in the team fight. Just got to make sure that you spread your E around. You don't want it all on one target. You kind of got to share the love, you know? So.
Smolder's on 3 items for the next fight as well.
Does have his 225 stacks.
The carries for IQ are both up either an item or half an item in gold, but.
And yeah, we got the Zanyas here for the Mel, so not as enticing of a dive target for Jax now. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. Caitlyn is starting to finally get her armor pen here. She should have it probably next back. Bit of a fight breaking out here. They're going for Malzahar.
Malzahar's to flash out.
Yep, has to flash before he gets the 4th stun proc there. Yeah, has to bail.
IQ starting to choke Team Reflex out of their own jungle. Get some pressure going on these tier 2 towers. They don't even need the Baron. Just siege without it. They do have a control ward on the Baron as well, so they know that Reflex is not on it.
Nope. Mouser, buddy, cast your buttons on the way. Why are you here? Like, sorry, I'm trying not to critique him too much, but like, press buttons. Okay, and they're trying to move forward here, but way too far forward.
Also looks to be caught up by the Mel route.
Yep, and then Cassante's going to be off on the side.
There he goes.
Can he land the ulti on one of these 80 carries? Nice flash ulti on the Varus. He's completely out of the fight now, and he can't 1v1 the ulti Cassante, so he's going to go down. But now Nautilus is here, and Jax, so I have a feeling we're going to see an imminent Mel death. Well, maybe
Smolder's
not.
TPing in.
It's just a stall long enough for the rest of
turn
Team IQ to arrive. He does go down, but Jax, he's strong, but he's not quite this strong. Goes for the flash stun on Smolder, but
Flash on Smolder. He's got those X. It's
yeah.
really hard to take him out.
Yep. Hits him with the question mark Sejuani emote, which is fair. Yeah, another one team for IQ starting to really pull away here. They're gonna get Chemtech Soul. They got a 5k gold lead.
3 tanks with Chemtech Soul. Good luck ever killing anyone. We should be looking to see IQ move toward Baron finally. Maybe this time it will actually be taken.
Maybe.
My mid laners in chat asking me to be positive, and if I was on Team Reflex, what would I be doing to say to bring the game back? I don't know, I think I'd be non-verbal in this one, not gonna lie.
Right.
If I was Paris going 3-7.
You silently play it out. Be like,
I do not think I would have too many positive words of encouragement.
IQ would need to have each of their houses struck by lightning, shut off their power for 20 minutes for the Reflex to come back. I mean, I don't know if it needs to be 20 minutes. I think 5 minutes would probably be enough, but maybe even a couple minutes. Man, look how tanky this Cassante is. He just tanked full Malzahar ult and 3 other people, and it didn't even get to his health bar until the end.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's see another mind control Sejuani ult here. Oh.
They're going to go ahead and engage here on the Nautilus. He's still alive for now, but yeah, they're just way too tanky. They
can
can't
still play back.
Yeah.
They need to get a reset in and get those HP bars back up if they want to contest the...
Yep.
Baron at their inhibitor turrets.
Yeah, big props to Ree this game. You know, he went into the impossible lane and he got way behind as you expect, but he's completely recovered and turned it around.
Even got himself a solo kill.
Got himself a solo kill, and now he's got a shutdown after starting, what, 0-2, 0-3, something like that? So...
As you, I believe.
So well played to him. And plus
Deserved for range top.
Yep. And QSS here for the Smolder, so even now the Malzols are going to do even less. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a tough situation. You have to get your 3 items on Malzahar with your Rylai's, and then perma-slow the enemy team, and then have Caitlyn and Varus kill everybody. Varus is actually behind now. He's working on his Rage Blade, but it's going to be a bit... He's going to back now to get it. And Caitlyn does have her armor pen item, so they are starting to get a little bit of pen, but they need the front line to hold for a long time for these 2 carries to DPS this huge front line. And they are...
As executes, so it'll be tricky for them to...
Double Rookern too, so this Malzahar is basically... The damage is not even relevant, really. He's going to get engaged
so 20
on here. Flashes has to get out. Nice Zanya's there, and they're going to go ahead and go for the Braum. Nice trap underneath the Braum. Are they going to finish him off here?
Braum might be caught out.
Yes, he is, and they're going to go down. And now Cassante's here. He's going to go for the Caitlyn, going to pull her back into her own base. She's like, thank you very much. I didn't want to be there anyway. And she's going to ulti the Cassante that does nothing. And then they're...
Collector's a real item, by the way.
Yeah. And then Varus here just pushing down mid lane. Probably going to have to back now. I don't think Caitlyn and Nautilus can hold this by themselves against a Baron push, especially if Caitlyn, Caitlyn gets CC one more time, she's dead. So you need to, like, well, no, they're gonna go for the end here. So Varus, you kind of need to use your TP now. Varus, please. Varus, you need to use your teleport. You need to teleport to the tower. They're ending the game, Varus. You need to use your thing. I mean, he finally makes it back, but I think it's going to be too little too late here. I mean...
It's doing a lot of damage.
Yep. But yeah, now Cassante able to just go back and TP back, and yeah, they're gonna...
Final stand.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that final play right there was kind of...
Yeah.
That final play right there was kind of a good summary of how the series went, is that individually, Reflex plays well, but... They're definitely just not on the same page as a team, and there's some bad decisions, in terms of macro, and yet, as the game goes on, that it just starts to slip away from you because of that. So,
good news is there are many weeks in the regular season for teams to pick up and learn all those different skills that they're missing, all the map play, team coordination.
Yep, we got 11 weeks of regular season, and top 8 make it. So unless you probably need to win 3 or 4 games to make playoffs, but if you can make that out of 11, I think that's possible. Lots of people come back. I know DOT, they had a really, really bad first half of the season last season, and then they turned it around and ran the tables. So definitely don't get too discouraged from early losses. Now, if it still looks like this 6 weeks from now, maybe worry, but
there is some building blocks there for a Reflex to go off of. Like they were in winning positions in both games, especially 2. There was definitely moments there for them where they could have pressed the advantage, coordinated more, maybe got a couple more dragons, and the games may end up looking different. But well played to Team IQ. Good job to all.
I know that Team Reflex is a rookie team, and I don't know if they all came together. I don't know how much they all know each other or anything, so that might explain part of the issues with team-wide macro, is that maybe they're just not used to playing together yet. And that may be part of it. Whereas obviously everyone on Team IQ has been playing with each other for years, right? So
yes,
they already have that team synergy going in before the season starts. So, but yeah, tough series for Reflex, but they showed enough to make me think that they can bounce back. And IQ is a good team, so they didn't just lose to anybody, right? Like I expect IQ to be a top 3 team this season. So it's not like you hung in there and were in good positions against one of the best teams in both games. You just couldn't close. So you'll have some stuff to improve on, and better luck for them next week. And yeah, that'll be it for this series here. We have another one that is currently being played, I believe. It is.
I think that will be streamed as the match of the week on Sunday, if I have my facts right.
Oh, is it?
I do believe so.
Interesting. Do you know if they said that anywhere?
One of the captains, Adam for Team DS, said he believed his team was getting streamed for match of the week.
Huh.
Yeah, he confirmed they are special casting theirs on Sunday.
Sorry, do you see it
So
on here that I'm not seeing?
I have a DM from him. That's all. I don't know if
Okay,
it's
gotcha. Okay, so we'll leave that for them then.
yes.
And we'll don't look it up. Don't go looking at the result. You got to wait to watch it until they stream it
Don't
on
spoil
Sunday.
yourself.
Okay. Now I'm a little peeved that they're streaming it on Sunday because that's the same time that I'm playing. So that is the downside of having the match of the week on Sunday, is that it'll probably go over one of the other live games, but whatever.
Just start your game 2 hours earlier, bro. Problem?
There you go. Do we actually know what time do we know what time the match of the week is supposed to be?
I believe it was supposed to be starting at 8 p.m. CST.
Okay. Yeah, so
Uh,
rip my game.
could be wrong, but
That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, that'll be it for us tonight then, I suppose. Do we have any games tomorrow? Let's see. Tomorrow's March 6th. Doesn't look like it. Looks like the next games are the rest of the games are on Sunday. So no games until then. So there you go. So enjoy your Friday and Saturday off, I suppose. And yeah, thanks
thanks
for
for
watching.
joining the stream, everybody, today.
Yep. Thanks for watching, and have a good night. Bye bye.